Hi guys, just reflecting on a lot of the work that I've been marking with you guys recently, and a little concerned that not enough's been happening. Be concerned this is actually not recording again. We'll see what happens. So I've put together some thoughts to share with you, and that's not responding either. Hello, there we go. Having a bit of fun today. So your first and your only real regular homework from me is to watch the Ed Rollo podcasts and to complete their tests. Right? But what does that mean? What are you doing when you're doing that? So that means watch the podcast, stop it, make notes, go back, clear up all the details, make sure you are comfortable with the content before you move on. And if you have a question, ask someone about it. So your first requirement is to watch. You send me an email, ask me in class, come to Tuesday lunchtime, catch up, or get on the web and find another resource to help you. Ask a friend. Find an answer to your questions. Don't just ignore them. 10. So what else can you do? Well, I quite like Bozeman biology. As we know, it's not the Victorian course, it's an American course for biology, but it's very similar to what we're doing. Lots of crossover for lots of the course. And he does really nice podcasts because he's a teacher. He talks to you as a teacher and knows what it is you need to know. Crash Course is good, and it covers some of the topics that is not covered by Bozeman, but they're not teachers. And the guys on Crash Course are simply talking about issues, and they can go a lot further than you need to for the course we're doing. But they're pretty good, and some people like them. And again, Bozeman and Crash Course, you can stop, go back, start again. Make sure you're clear about things. I'm not a great fan of Khan Academy for Science, because I think one of the things with Khan is he does go very deep, very fast. But some people respond to them really well, so use them. If it suits you, go with it. But be careful he's not taking you too far. And of course, the web is full of lots of really, really good stuff. We've used Woodleigh.TV. It's great for the immunology disease stuff. GTAC are fantastic for genetics material and are writing materials for your course. So again, a good place to find revision material, all sorts of helpful stuff at GTAC. You should be members. It's free. Be a member. Verisatum doesn't have a lot of biology, but there's some biology on there. The Science Show, Asset Science, Professor Penguin, and there's heaps of others. The web is full of really good material that you can go to. And you should be using this and regularly using it, and like a podcast, making notes from them. Because this is what it's all about. As we discussed in class, you are creating a neural pathway. And you want to add more neurons to it, and you want to add lots of glial to it, and you want to add lots of cross connections between ideas in your brain. And the only way for that to happen is to continue to do the stuff over and over again. That builds the knowledge, it builds understanding. And you need to make those cross connections. So many of these online podcasts make those for you, because they're talking about broader than just the course. And that starts to make things link for you, because the whole course is linked. Basically Unit 1 through Unit 4. So you need to be making those links. So practice, practice, practice. More. You can't do too much, you can only do too little. And I'm afraid too many of you are doing too little at the moment. So once you've actually started to build this knowledge, you need to use it. So you can create visual representations. Posters are great. Flowcharts are wonderful. Concept plans, we're all different. Some people like flowcharts because they're sequential learners. Some people are more global learners, they like the concept plan. Those visual learners amongst you will love posters. Make them. Flashcards are great. You can buy them, but Dashy's got a whole lot that are available to you, I think, via Ed Rollo. But he made them. A lot of the learning is done in making your own, and then using, and share them with friends. Make your own questions, share those with friends. With questions, what is it that I should be asking? If I was writing an exam, what would it look like? Creating poems, rap, songs. If you can do what Stephen Hu does, I think I've shown you a couple of his, where he does that sort of rap to a well-known song and puts all the visuals in. It fires off so many neurons for so many people. And of course, the other great thing is to teach somebody else. Sit your dog down and teach her all about genetics. That's what mum and dad are for. younger brothers, older brothers and sisters, you got to teach other people. And then, of course, there's practice exams, and you want to do lots of them. And I've got heaps to give you. Obviously, we don't have anything for the new course, but I've got heaps of old stuff to play with. I'm more than happy to share them. So as I've asked you to do your holiday homework, start by doing it with your notes. Okay, just sit there with the questions and try and find the right answer. Then go about doing them without your notes, and then go back over and fill in the gaps. And then finally do them as timed activities without notes. Because, of course, in the end, you're going to sit down there with an exam you haven't seen before and just do it. Now, importantly, what people don't do when they do lots of exam papers is go back and look for common problems. Where am I always getting it wrong? Because they're the things you need to be picking up on. Why do I always get that question wrong? Do I need to go back and do some more study? And the answer is probably yes. So do some analysis. Come to me with your analysis and we can work on what the problem is. Come to me with your papers and we can analyse it together. So that's my last slide. Use me. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. So hopefully this will encourage many of you to do a bit more work in the second half of the year. Well, we've got one term left, basically. You've got 2 holiday breaks. They're going to be really important. You've got 1 term of learning the last part of the content. And then we're into exams. So you've really got to pull the finger out and get some work done. And hopefully this will help motivate many of you to do just that.